Is Esperanza Garcia at the Micro Energy Systems Conference. It is the 12th of April at the David Bauer Center here at Berkeley. And we are here today with Dr. Rezwan, who specializes on the topic of the conference, which is innovating energy access for remote areas, discovering untapped resources. Good afternoon, Mr. So, why don't you tell the audience a little about your focus in the studies that you do and the work that you do?
Actually, I started my interest in renewable energy along with ITCOM. I hope most of the audience understand what ITCOM is. It is Infrastructure Development Company Limited, the government-owned company which is involved in microfinancing of renewable energy projects. Solar home system was its initial project, and that has been a grand success because
Based in Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, yes.
Based in Bangladesh.
So from the beginning, I was involved with that. So my main focus of interest is on solar PV based systems. But I take interest in other renewable topics as well. But that is the main focus.
And yesterday, one of the speakers who spoke about his project when he had developed photovoltaic diesel hybrid mini-grid systems in Bangladesh, he had mentioned that his project would not have been possible without you. So he basically gave you the credit for the work that he was doing, and given the fact that you're a pioneer in integrating these new innovative systems in Bangladesh. How do you feel about sharing?
Well, I am over-evaluated by him, but the way to start is that you see the first solar PV-based mini-grid in Bangladesh was by Purobi. You have heard that it was established in Swandip, but it was totally designed and installed by German companies. So most of the companies in Bangladesh who are interested to go for mini grids could not afford to get the support from the foreign agencies. That is why we took initiatives to design. We did involve some of the local companies who came to us. We designed them, made the proposals for each call, and submitted them for approval. So that was a challenge because there was no such experience in Bangladesh.
So what is your vision? What is your goal for either Bangladesh or for rural areas or for other countries who want to also become a leader? Like Bangladesh has 2 million solar home systems, and they're installing 2,500 solar home systems on a daily basis. This is quite powerful.
Yes, that's quite a sizable figure. Yes.
And for a country like Bangladesh, which is also one of the most vulnerable country in the world to climate change impacts, what would you suggest to other countries and other entrepreneurs maybe who would like to also integrate climate change mitigation efforts and even adaptation efforts, even though they're a developing country and struggling to do so? It seems as if you've had many successes.
Well, I can't answer your questions directly because although it has an impact on climate mitigation and greenhouse reduction of the greenhouse gases, but I was mainly involved with the renewable energy aspect of it. But so far the promotion of the renewable energy is concerned, I believe that in the field we never use very sophisticated technologies. These are more or less mid-level technologies. But the main reasons for failures in many of the countries is the management and the financial model. If you look at the projects throughout the world, in India, in Sri Lanka, Nepal, even Bangladesh, Pakistan, all these projects are being financed and has a degree of subsidy. But once these subsidies introduced in these processes, I'm not against subsidies, but subsidy when you provide, you must make the energy cost calculation. in the proper way. Because otherwise, once this subsidy period is over, things will start changing. And that means the projects will suffer sustainability. Because suppose if you give people a free electricity from a grant project, what happens if after 3 or 4 years the battery goes wrong? You have to buy on your own. So you must be charging them in such a way that you can sustain. And this sustainability will increase the cost of energy with time. Because initially you have no cost, but as you go on, you will have to be build up your, or you will have to maintain on your own. So each causes a psychological problem with the consumers. So I believe that as these projects are being implemented, it's extremely important to have a very good management and a very good workable model so that it can last long.
That's definitely a very valuable lesson to learn, especially coming from someone who has experience at yours. We try to keep our interviews down to 6 minutes. So if you have any, final maybe takeaways for the viewers on, because I find that the people here in this conference, at least, are pioneers in mini grids, in promoting energy and providing energy and rural electrification, in supporting renewable energy in the most desolate, most remote, farthest regions of the world. Um, and it's quite inspiring to be here. So if you'd like to share, takeaway to our viewers, what would it be? Any lessons?
Oh, I mean, it's an eye opener for us because it's a nice congregation of people from many different parts of the world, and we are learning from others as well. We may have success in solar home systems, but other people have success in other fields as well. But one thing is very clear that I've just told you that success of renewable energy depends solely, I would say not solely, but mainly on the model of you do it and how successful you implement it. And one thing we must keep it in mind, many people may differ with me, I never consider that quality should be compromised. But at the same time, I do not see why sometimes you should compromise with the quality a little bit. Because otherwise, if you always go for the best quality, that means you are always asking for the highest price. So in countries like Bangladesh and developing countries, people are very price sensitive because they are poor. So any change in price can make a very big difference. So at the beginning in Bangladesh, so far solar home system is concerned, we compromised with certain of the qualities at certain levels. But as time grew, we gradually made the qualities more stringent. So I think it's a very important issue that people shouldn't jump to the conclusion that okay, we'll always go for the best quality. That may not be the best price. So you should go the quality and the management implementation of the project hand in hand. And you must understand your society, your people in a much better way.
Well, thank you again, Mr. Khan, for your time and for providing us with knowledge
Thank you very much.
and expertise. Thanks.
So can I leave now?